Hello guys, here's a setup I put together just before Christmas actually. So I wanted a way to, let me just turn this down, it's pretty loud. So what I wanted to do was, apologies for that, I wanted to find a way of testing out and trying Neo Geo MVS or AES games that I want to buy before I actually buy them and actually play them properly, and plus all the other sort of arcade games that, for example, the Capcom CPS2, CPS1 and all the other classic arcade games that probably I'm never going to buy because of the fact that they're too expensive and there's no space, lack of space. So I thought the best thing to do is invest in one of these, firstly XArcade sticks. This is available from, I think, xgaming.com. This one actually cost me $120 and then plus a little bit more for delivery. These are awesome. They look great. Some people don't like the sort of the arcade sticks here, but I think they're great and they work really well. Now you can get adapters for these and connect these to Dreamcast, Xbox, PS2, PS3, PS4. GameCube and all that. So, but unfortunately, you cannot connect these to anything lower than, sort of, for example, Saturn or a Neo Geo. Do not actually take these sticks, but the PlayStation also does. So, what I did was I invested in one of these, and I watched a few YouTube videos, and I noticed people were getting their old Xboxes modded. So I actually have two of these. I bought them both new, one from the UK and one from the US, and they were just sort of gathering dust in the boxes. So I said, okay, well, what I'll do is get the PAL one soft modded, and there's a gentleman who does that. I believe it's Kerno Consoles. He's available on Facebook, and you can contact him. He does that. And he'll soft mod this for you, and it doesn't cost more than £60. What it basically does is it replaces the hard disk, and that's it. And what he will do is actually, if I show you here, install. And the really cool thing is, and I think you've probably seen videos about this before on YouTube. So he will install a full library of MAME, sort of CPS2, CPS1, Neo Geo, pretty much the major consoles, you know, Super Nintendo, Genesis, sort of Master System, NES games on here for you. And if I just show you from the menu here, so it's the Vision 4 platform, and actually I've connected this to a TV via the HD pack for the Xbox, so this actually runs at 720p on my LCD display. So if I just actually hit back and exit this particular screen, and if I can figure out which one is the B button, yeah, you will see that you get sort of a good comprehensive library of arcade games, which is great. So what I can do is in fact go into, let's say, let's try the shooting games. I know we've got loads and loads of shooting fans. So let's go to shoot 'em ups. And let's try, let's say I want to buy one of these games. You know, at the end of the day, this is emulation. It is not, in my opinion, it's not going to beat actually owning the software. But for example, if I wanted to buy a copy of one of these games and run them sort of off a super gun, then I can try it here first before investing all that money, because to be honest, it's probably going to cost me £300–400 to set that up, and that's very expensive. So I want to try that first. Now let me have a go at one of these. So this is pretty much the majority of sort of arcade games that you'll get. Shoot 'em ups. Now I actually, one of my favorites, let me just get through this list. So Dead on Parchi and Donpai. So if I want to buy Dead on Parchi, Very expensive game. I can probably buy it for the Saturn. Oh, what have I pressed? Sorry. The XArcade button layout isn't, I'm not too familiar with. There you go. So I can try to play Dodonpachi 2. This is the arcade version, but if I want to buy this for the Saturn, for example, I can try it here and go and then invest the money and buy it for the Saturn. But what it has done is I have actually selected the option to flip the vertical games. So what I've got to do is probably sort that out later, but let's put some credit in there. Okay, so it's not letting me put any credit. There we go. Let it just do its thing. So this is Dodonpachi. Now, why the insert point? Oh, it is working. Here it is. It's on the side. Right. Okay. So here we go. So here is Dodonpachi for the arcade, and I can't read any of this. I'm just trying to get through that as soon as I can. Let's select one of these. And I can test this out before I, for example, try and invest. But it does a very good job of actually, playing or replicating the arcade. And I think it's for the amount I paid for this, the biggest investment was actually the XArcade Stick, and I think that's necessary. You don't want to be playing this with the Xbox controller; it's not the same. But it's what I think it's worthwhile investment. And here we go. So again, the XArcade Stick, the 2-player stick. I wasn't too interested in the sort of tank stick in the middle. I wasn't going to use that, but the 2-player stick with the adapter for the Xbox, and then the obviously the mod to my. And as I said, I think the guy can supply you with an Xbox and mod all in for £60, but I wanted to use my own Xbox because I'm very fussy about condition and the fact that I want it to be a new mint one. So again, yeah, there we go, and this is something you might want to think about, a worthwhile investment. So interesting to hear your comments and sort of your feedback on this, but thanks for watching.